Good morning. Right from the beginning, the Bhajanlal case was always followed whenever first proceedings are being allowed or dismissed, whatever it may be. Uh, Here, again, that Bhajanlal case was reiterated and the Supreme Court allowed so far Drugs and Cosmetic Act prosecution is concerned. This is AAR 2023 Supreme Court 102. AAR 2023 Supreme Court 102. Asmuklal D. Vora versus State of Tamil Nadu. The grounds was the prosecution was the Drugs and Cosmetic Act and the Drugs and Cosmetic Rules. They say 75 kg of pyridoxal phosphate was allegedly recovered. An allegation that the package was broken up and substances were sold in small packets. But show-cause notice was issued after 3 years. Charge sheet was filed after 1 hour. Thereafter, therefore, the complaint was quashed. But you see, the quash proceedings are being filed either under section 482 CRPC or under section 227 and 227 CRPC, 226 and 227 CRPC. What will be difference how to distinguish whether the quash proceedings maintainable under 482 CRPC or under 227 and 226 Constitution? It depends upon the nature of the act under which the accused was prosecuted. If he is prosecuted under IPC and other penal laws being regulated by CRPC, then only 482 CRPC plays into role. Otherwise, if suppose substantial versus procedural consolidated law like NDPS Act and other some acts which has got their own regulation for all necessary provisions available in Code of Prison, then you have relief under 227 and 226. So that is well settled and it is not permanently settled because both are 227 is superintendent's power over subordinate courts. So by exercising that 227 may be exercised for civil as well as criminal cases, and also some orders being passed by the tribunals like Family Court, Consumer Protection, for which no appeal lies. Here the State of Haryana versus Bhajanlal case 1992 AR 1992 SC 604. There 7 guidelines were given. Some guidelines are repeated. So I would like to discuss with you these lines first and how you have to draft the petition. First says, allegation made in the first information report of the complaint, even if they are taken at their face value and accepted in their entirety, do not prima facie case constitute any offence or make out a case against that. Therefore, you have to say the allegations, the lower court ought not to have taken cognizance of the complaint on file, because you are filing quash proceedings before framing of charge. Then that means you are challenging the cognizance being taken under 190 CRPC on the basis of final report. You have to simply raise a ground that taking cognizance of the complaint in above said case is illegal, unsustainable, because even if the entire report is on face value taken as true in entirety, do not prima facie constitute any offence. That should be your ground. Other one, if suppose the investigation proceeded by the respondent police on the basis of FIR which did not disclose cognizable offence. Therefore, what your grounds should be that the lower court ought not to have taken cognizance of the above said case, since the very basis of proceeding with investigation under section after filing a FIR under section 154 CRPC is illegal because the FIR did not disclose any cognizable offence. Like that, you have to file. Then that is you have to say uncontroverted allegation made in the FIR or complaint, evidence collected in support of the same, do not disclose the commission of. This is somewhat little bit improvement. Then another important aspect is there is an express legal bar engrafted in any provisions of the code or the Consent Act under which criminal proceeding is initiated. That's what I said. If suppose substantial law is there, substantial as well as consolidated law is there, then if express legal bar is there or the legal mandate is there, if that is not followed, then it may be you have to raise specifically the bar under which the prosecution is not valid, or the mandate before initiating, like taking cognizance or getting permission, if not followed, you can challenge this. This is another thing. Therefore, then question arises: criminal proceedings manifestly attended with malified or proceeding is maliciously instituted with an ulterior motive for wreaking vengeance. So you have to say, in some cases we used to allege that it is false case because of civil in nature, all these things. This is coming under 7. This way you have to prepare petition for quash proceedings. This is AR 2004 to 3967. That is the state of Andhra Pradesh to Golconda, Linga Swami, another. These all are you have to keep in a file. Then RP Kapoor is also has equal star case with the Bhajan Lal case. That is AR to 1968-66. These things you have to also state one of the main ground that the cognizance of the said case is an abuse of process of court. Therefore, it may be quashed. So the other aspects are you have to go to the entirety of judgment, very short judgment. You can have this. Today, what we say, Kanum Pongal. Kanum Pongal, we can say that relationship maintenance day. So everybody, particularly in villages, in earlier days, they want to extend the relationship. Therefore, they used to go to their relatives' house. And in urban cities, like cosmopolitan cities in Madras, we used to gather along with mass relations to any places like beach or trade park, etc., etc. And earlier occasions when I was child, normally they used to travel by a bullock cart in mass. This is what is a very fantastic regulated festival. They say Bogi, you remove all which were not useful and spoiling the beautiness or something, creating nuisance in the house, remove them or burn. That is next day celebrate, welcome the sun, because Thai first day, welcome the sun with offering Pongal. That next day, that day is celebrating festival for animals which is associated and living with us and helping us. or celebrating the forefathers, those who are no more and always blessing you. You want to continuity of their blessing. Then this is the fifth, fifth day. This is the fourth day where you have to uh, extend your cordialship, friendship, fraternityship with relatives. Because of nowadays we are reaching towards global population, including human beings and other souls. You have to extend your greetings to all. So, all right, and this is that this much I would like to share with you. Best wishes.